Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi guys. There's a huge rumor going on that Chase Demoor will be fighting Andrew Tate for the next Misfits event. Now, this is absolutely crazy because if this rumor actually happens to be true, then like the impact that it will have in influencer boxing will be insane. Because Chase Demoor, he is obviously the Misfits heavyweight champion, and he is probably like one of the oldest Misfits fighters who is still champion. Because he has a lot of ups and downs. He lost a lot of fights. For example, against Temparts, he got destroyed. But recently he has been making a huge comeback because he won his title, I think, at the beginning of the year. Previously he used to be called a very boring fighter, but now he is actually like a really entertaining fighter to watch, I would say. Like his recent performances are insane, especially his last performance. And on the other hand, we have Andrew Tate, who is obviously a very controversial figure, but more than anything, like he has, ever since Misfits started, basically Andrew has been teasing that he will be fighting someone or someone, KSI, Jake, in Misfits 1, the first ever event, KSI called out Andrew Tate, in the post-fight interview. So, that's obviously insane. Like Andrew Tate is potentially finally making his return to boxing after 5 years. As I said, he previously used to be a kickboxer, but that was like over 5 years ago. Anyways, this fight is absolutely insane in my opinion because first let's just discuss the heights of this, right? Like Misfits is confirmed to be taking place in the Middle East, in Dubai or like UAE or somewhere like that. And I feel like Misfits, if it does events outside of America and the UK, it will actually attract more fans. And as I said, like the Qatar card, right? That the super card in Qatar that happened, that was the impact of that card was absolutely insane. And I feel like this card might actually do like that huge of an impact for us fans, influencer boxing fans. So the thing about this fight is, right, like the heavyweight title is on the line, but more importantly, I'm actually really surprised that Andrew Tate is fighting Darren Till instead of Chase Demoor, instead of someone like Darren Till, KSI Gibb. Like Chase Demoor is probably like the person I would expect the least out of who Andrew Tate wants to fight, not will fight. But it's still interesting because Andrew Tate, I didn't expect him to be a heavyweight fighter straight away. I expected him to be at somewhere like middleweight or even cruiserweight maybe. But yeah, as I said, it'll be good because Andrew obviously has a lot of experience, and he has been training. We all know that. And Chase, in his most recent performance against the Polish prankster, Chase looked absolutely insane. Like he looked so good. Like his footwork, his jabs, his cross, his attacking defense, absolutely amazing. Even though it was against a dog shit opponent, it was still insane. Like in the build up, the Polish prankster really got into Chase Demoor's head. And like after coming out of that type of the egg cracking and all that, like after going through that bad of a build up for Chase, he still managed to I think like when Chase hit the Polish prankster, his teeth, like his lower teeth, his upper part of the lips, really fast, really quickly hit his lower teeth, and then like this, and then his upper part of the lips were like completely well. Like the cut was absolutely insane, right? And the Chase, no matter what, recently I feel like he's a very entertaining fight. Like back in the days, like he used to just be completely defensive, just throw a few punches and then just gas out. But recently I feel like Chase really has improved. Like he really has shown his progress. And the thing is, if Chase Demoor somehow beats Andrew Tate in this fight, right, Chase is an absolute superstar. It doesn't matter if it's a knockout or a destroy. Like if he somehow has a win over Andrew Tate, that's insane. Like for a Misfits guy who started at Misfits to beat someone like Andrew Tate, who was a professional kickboxer before, that's absolutely insane. And the thing is, and most likely I feel like if this fight happens, Andrew will destroy him. Andrew will destroy Chase Demoor, because I feel like just Andrew's just by looking at the matchup, I feel like Andrew's speed, durability, everything is just at a much higher level compared to Chase Demoor. But if Andrew wins, which I feel like most likely will happen, if this fight actually does happen, then Misfits has another huge name. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you're even a boxing fan or not. Like Andrew Tate. Like you have at least heard of him. in the past few years. And as I said, this fight is absolutely insane. I hope it happens, but though I wouldn't mind if something like, though I would appreciate something like Till versus Tate even more. Anyways, that's what I thought, guys. You guys make sure to watch this thing, and inshallah, assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.